port of Calais, France. In a quiet corner of the docks, this ship is taking on board an intriguing cargo. What appears to be a garden hose threads its way onto the loading bay at the stern. Strange enough, but stranger still, the hose seems to go on and on and on. The hose is, in fact, a massive length of undersea cable. The ship is designed to carry 4,000 kilometers of it. It's part of a global operation to keep the planet connected. Communication is the lifeblood of the modern world. Undersea cable makes it happen. It carries 80% of all phone, fax, and data transmissions. Without cable, the world would grind to a halt. Most of the world's undersea cable begins life here, in a plant run by the Anglo-French cable venture, Alcatel. Manufacturing the cable is a delicate and labor-intensive business. The men on this shop floor approach their task with all the delicacy of surgeons. The operation begins with this, a tiny filament of glass. It's called optic fiber. The fiber is impossibly small, just the width of a human hair, and it's designed to carry pulses of light from a laser. But even optic fiber has limits to the amount of signal it can carry. So Alcatel weaved the fiber together into an enormous piece of glass rope. The fiber rope is fragile, yet the conditions it will face are extremely hostile. So that means wrapping it in a protective coating. And here it is. It looks like ribbon, but it's made of high-grade steel. The steel threads its way through a complex array of pulleys some 15 meters long. It's an endless switchback designed to keep the ribbon perfectly aligned. As the steel and fiber bundle comes together, something remarkable happens. Miniature rollers squeeze the steel around the fiber to create the tube. A tiny welder seals the join, and the undersea cable is born. After wrapping in a waterproof plastic covering, the cable will be ready for laying. Back on the ship, the cable is coming on board at a rate of 100 meters per minute. It's a challenging speed. The operation needs constant monitoring. The cable is stored here below decks. Two giant tanks, each 7 meters deep and 19 meters across, can hold up to 2,000 kilometers of cable apiece. Pretty much enough to run from Toronto to Saskatoon. Specialist crews carefully coil the cable into place. Their aim? To make maximum use of the available space. The men work in shifts, each taking a turn to act as ringmaster, while the rest prod and push the cable tight with wedges. The storage operation will take a staggering 3 weeks to complete. Up on deck, a sudden flurry of excitement. The crew is loading aboard a series of torpedo-like objects. They're called repeaters, and they have a vital job to do. Even with an electrical charge running through it, the cable cannot maintain the laser light signal at constant strength over long distances. So, along every 50 kilometers of cable, a repeater is spliced in to provide a boost. The loading operation may appear relaxed. It isn't. The crewmaster controls events with all the authority and finesse of an orchestra conductor. Her team watches her intently. Few words are spoken.
Like a telepathic transfer of information, they just basically sign language or a nod of the head and a wave of the hand here and there.
Each repeater weighs half a ton. Damage it, and the cost of repair would run to thousands. Loading the amplifiers and cable is painstaking enough, but deploying it under the sea is even more so.
How I describe my job to people at home, the analogy I use is if you're in a plane flying over the Alps, say it's 6,000 meters above them, and we have this string, this cable out the back of the plane, and we have to fill the contours of the Alps as we progress across the sea, you know, say from UK to America.
Soon, the ship will slip anchor and head off on another epic voyage, inching its way across the surface of the sea. It's strange to think that so much effort on such a large scale is devoted to something the size of a human hair. But optic fiber allows the modern world to talk to itself. Global communication hangs by a thread. Literally.